When you hear what I'm about to say about what you need to know, this could surprise you. Your credit score is no longer the determining factor for mortgage rates thanks to new regulations from the Biden administration.
Mortgage rates spiking up to 6.43% yesterday as the Biden administration is planning to force homebuyers with good credit to pay more for their mortgages so that they can subsidize the loans of high-risk borrowers.
So homebuyers, pay attention and be prepared to learn about these fascinating new developments since they may compel you to reevaluate all you have been told to do. The Biden administration has approved a new federal rule that modifies the conventional thinking surrounding credit scores and mortgage rates. And starting of May 1st, 2023, the mortgage business is likely to take a wild and incredibly unexpected turn.
Experts reportedly estimating that good credit buyers could pay about $40 additional a month on a $400,000 mortgage. The rule is set to go into effect on May 1st.
This new law makes it so that homeowners with better credit ratings will be required to pay higher rates, which is completely contrary to what we have been taught to think for a long time. So what is the point of maintaining a high credit score if I end up paying more? As we all know, the conventional wisdom has always been to raise your credit score in order to obtain cheaper interest rates, which will ultimately result in long-term financial savings for you. However, this new law essentially enables banks to give mortgage loans to people with poor credit scores by assisting in the cost of these high-risk loans. This regulation aims to lessen the amount of risk assumed by mortgage lenders, supporting federal attempts to boost the availability of affordable housing nationwide. The key concern is whether it's right to punish people for developing wise financial practices in order to raise their credit scores. High credit consumers with scores ranging from 680 to above 780 will see a spike in mortgage costs. The lower rates will apply to people with credit scores in the 500 to 680 range. For example, a buyer with a 620 FICO credit score with a down payment of 5% or less gets a 1.75% fee discount, a decrease from the old fee rate of 3.50% for that bracket. But in contrast to those with lower credit scores, those with a credit score of 680 or higher will need to pay roughly an additional $40 each month. Considering that $40 a month equates to $480 a year, the new restrictions may result in a substantial increase in your mortgage payment, depending on the size of your loan, which may come as a huge surprise to your monthly budget and pocket. This new rule applies to anybody who borrows money that's insured by the Federal Housing Administration, FHA, which affects private banks in the United States. The 2008 subprime lending crisis, which resulted from predatory lending to low-income homebuyers, excessive risk-taking by international financial institutions, and the fall of the U.S. housing bubble, is reflected in the new rule. This new rule aims to lower risk for lenders who have made poor lending decisions at the expense of borrowers who have solid credit records. Here are some of the opinions from people in the industry. David Stevens, a former commissioner of the Federal Housing Administration during the Obama administration, in a social media post said, "However, this approach won't work, and more importantly, couldn't come at a worse time for an industry struggling to get back on its feet after the past 12 months. To do this at the onset of the spring market is almost offensive to the market, consumers, and lenders. This law essentially penalizes individuals with strong financial habits. In addition, mortgage industry professionals have expressed concerns that this new rule was an ugly surprise for homebuyers who worked for years to build their credit. People view their homes as valuable assets and a foundation for wealth. Housing experts worry that the new regulations would make an already difficult market even more difficult for homebuyers. The new regulations include a loan-level price adjustment that is determined by the down payment and the buyer's credit. The homeowner with solid credit will be penalized with a quarter-point increase for each rate applied long-term if your down payment is between 15% and 20%. These new laws also represent a transition from free market capitalism to socialist ideology. When you tax credit-worthy buyers to reduce the price for people with poor credit, this is a redistribution of wealth from the hands of individuals who cultivated strong financial decisions. The new mortgage regulations may alter how we think about purchasing a home in the United States. Although the rule's main objectives are to support federal programs for affordable housing and lower risk for lenders, Many have questioned whether it is appropriate to add additional fees to individuals with good credit. As a homeowner or future home buyer, it is crucial to be informed and educated on the most recent news and developments as the housing industry continues to implement these new changes. We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments, so leave a comment below. For regular coverage and information on the latest economic developments, like and subscribe to our channel.